Hifumi has found the corpse of Junko Enoshima and possesses it. Hifumi is now in control of Junko's body, giving up his own incorporeal body. Good day, good people. Another fine day in the year of the Zenith Toon Link. We're gonna have to work on that. Anomaly, the Anomalicars, Funomi is the man. Who is ready to experience some spooky things going on in Orteal. Chances are up for a certain something to happen, and most importantly, I have to tell you what that is in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. I know I mentioned many moons ago that there was a way implemented for Ghost to get that Ghost victory. Like there's a way for the, hold on, Hunger Games for the zombies to get their own victory. Ghost were implemented, but we haven't seen them in a long time. And I came to a realization, it's because up in the perks, I may have misspelled one thing by one letter and then spelled it right throughout the rest of the code, and the code was like, well, this thing doesn't exist, so it's never gonna hit. That's fixed. And so we've boosted the percentages. Ghost will be running rampant in this game. A little bit of a spooky thing. And some spooky things might happen because of it. The possessed... In fact, hold on. We'll talk about that in a second. First, let's introduce everybody who's here today. We got some people who would enjoy the spookies, the ghostliness, and all of the likes. We got Celeste, Togami, Makoto, Hifumi, Junko, Mondo, Leon, Mukuro, Toko, Hiro, That Togami, Nakamaru, Mikon, Gundam, Ibuki, Izuru, Himiko, Maki, Kori. Kaito doesn't actually enjoy the ghost, but I'm forcing him to be here. Angie, Tinko, Kokichi, Komaru, who's been canonically possessed. That's the thing that happened. Jack's here as well as Shuichi, Jotaro, Katoko, Masaru, Nagisa, Monica, Chisa, the Great Gozu, Juzo, Kizakura, Ruruka, Mitarai, and our champion of champions, my janitor, oh my janitor, Seiko. And it's time. First of all, first, second, and third, make those picks in the comments. Make those picks because your comments are delightful. I think I kind of wanted to start like, instead of just saying like this one, and this one, just pulling up my my iPad and just reading a little bit of a comment, just have one pulled up already. I'm gonna start doing that, I think, next episode. I think I'm gonna start doing that. So leave your comments. Leave your comments. Make me hee hee ha ha with your comments. I might read it. Might read little bits and pieces of them. But most importantly, for the longest time, Ghost, not even just Ghost, Ghost, half Ghost, and I believe Dark Mages are able to possess other tributes. And that is how a Ghost can get a win. They can only possess dead bodies. I think. Dark Mages might be able to possess other people. But Ghost and Half Ghost can only possess dead bodies. They can then use those bodies to claim victory. You'll maybe see, I say that now, but every time we have one of these episodes, the thing doesn't hit. Even though I've increased the odds and then it hits a whole bunch of times in the future. We'll see if it happens. If it happens, we'll see it. I've worked the code so it pops up a neat little icon too on the possessed character's image. I'm very happy with it, honestly. And hopefully you'll get to see it in action. Other things that are boosted. The arena event. Also a different arena event. You guys know, as of last year, we had the Great Pumpkin. This time around we have a fair. Because, you know, we get the fall time fair, the state fairs, etc., etc. That's an autumn time thing. I'm probably gonna add a harvest. Probably gonna add a harvest one come closer to November, since that's like Thanksgiving, harvest season, etc., etc. That's gonna come up soon. Autumn's gonna be a fun thing for implementing things in this simulator, and we're starting with some spooky things. We got some more spooky things coming in store in the coming weeks as well to theme these episodes out as we approach Halloween time. But make your picks first, second, and third. First, I gotta go the year of the Mage Himiko. She took out Sayaka, I think, at the start of yesterday's game. I got her. And she's a dark mage. You know what that means? She's got a higher chance, or not a higher, yeah, a slightly higher chance to maybe possess somebody if she perishes. Oh, we'll see about that. Juza. I'm taking him for second and for third. I'm feeling a Buki because you can't count a Buki out, but you don't think that I forgot because you know who is here. Seiko. Now, Sonya, this is just a formality. It doesn't usually hit at 5%, so don't go nuts on Seiko in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Right? You wouldn't do that, Sonya, right? Not to Seiko, right? That's the homie Seiko. You wouldn't dare do that to... At 5%, you wouldn't do that to Seiko, right? Right? Oh, right! I thought it was wrong for a second. I for sure thought it was wrong for a second. But order remains today. Seiko lives to see another day as champion. But that could all change next time, on Thursday. She got lucky. It would have been a scramble. And it would have been tough. I actually would have had to, uncomment out the scramble rules. Put this back on. I would have had to uncomment out the scramble rules and reset this, the simulation. But, that being said, we didn't need to play this again. We can kind of just, we can start the episode. We can see what we're unrelenting Hunger Games action is about to unfold, and I gotta break out these secret achievements real quick and get a pen because I'm gonna come prepared this time. I kid you not. I don't know where my pens keep going, you guys. I really don't. The blue one's gone, the red one from last episode is gone. Am I concerned? Yeah. Yeah, really concerned actually. Let's go pink and hope that this one doesn't disappear. I know who's doing this, but it ain't cool. I like these pens, they're great. The colors really pop, man. Stop. I need them. Man. Start this game. Putting this right behind my ear. No one's gonna snatch it today, alright. Once again. I forgot I wrote that as a secret achievement. That could hit today too. Yeah, a couple things could hit today. We'll see if they happen as we go on and as we start round one. We see. Horn Bears, do your due diligence and sound them. Sound what? Sound, you know what I want you to sound. You do whatever you sound. The horns. Thank you, Horn Bears, doing your job better than anyone could, and neat, the Great Gozu starts very, very much in canon. He's got a wrestling singlet. Awesome. It feels like it's been a minute since we've seen this singlet, so I'm glad to see it. Hopefully he gets to use it. Jazaro found a table, hopefully no one goes through it. Junko tries to get others to notice her. Something inside of Jack snaps, she's now frenzied. Hiro walks into a very strange routine, he's now got ghost powers. He is already half ghost. Makoto sneaks up on Shuichi, but Shuichi is known that he was being followed for ages now, able to counterattack Makoto and take him out. Protagonist on protagonist violence, you hate to see that. Yeah, hate to see it. Masaru has found a table. Warriors of Hope and tables. Had no idea that they go hand in hand. Good luck to you, Masaru. Cheers. Gundam moves around uselessly. Leon puts a death collar on Mondo while he's asleep. Ruka stares into the distance. Nekamaru sizes his muscles. Seiko refills her mop bucket in the river. Proud champion and proud janitor. Fat Togami kind of wanders off and gets lost and never be seen again. Togami finds a plank of wood. Wait, no. That's a seesaw. Mitsurai wishes he could go home. You're about to go somewhere else and I don't think you want to go there. The Archon see Great Potential and Toko grant her a Hydro Vision. Kizakura has been hot on Nagisa's trail for days. Nagisa thinks that he's gotten away, but Kizakura has deduced his location and delivered the final blow. Komaru attacks Mitsurai from behind and slaughters him, but it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet, but it might be over for Komaru, as Azuru won't die like the others. Angie finds a shotgun. She starts thinking about the damage that she could do. Kotoko duels it out with Komaru. Komaru bites the dust. Mukuro is unshaken by any of this. Monica looks for an easy out. Corey uses a mysterious cast to knock out Maki and Ifumi in order to put death collars on them. Celeste has found a table? A lot of tables already. Hopefully no one goes through them. Tinko tries to kill Monica, but Monica retaliates and kills her instead. Maki draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun, I guess. Hifumi doesn't really understand what's happening. Mondo hates the way the death color feels on his skin. Oh, dope. Kaito's got that fishing rod. He's gonna catch all of the fish. Sonya finds some leather scraps. She's now a cave agent of chaos. Juzo finds my climate control remote. What mayhem will he unleash upon the tributes? Will we finally see autumn or spring, or will it finally malfunction? We'll have to wait and see. Chisa knocks Angie out in a fist fight, puts a duck collar on her. Mikon does something really cute. Kokichi has found a table. I think there's 4 tables in action. Kokichi's about to lift that table up and throw it to the ground. Flashbacks. Ibuki puts a duck collar on Leon, and Himiko stares into the distance. We've only lost 6. Which means right now things are calm. Things are very calm right now. But that could all change in a matter of a moment as we hit a Clear Day Lune 4. Makoto, Bad Togami, Nagisa, Mitarai, Komaru, Tenko. 6 gone of our 39. As I said, I want to say it was a peaceful start, but 4 people have tables, we have a shotgun in play. The fishing rod, which could bring lots of items into this simulator. Am I concerned? No. Well, maybe a little bit, but I have to find out just how concerned I need to be by clicking next round. How concerned do I need to be? Very, very concerned. Very is the answer. Very much so. How much do I need to be concerned? All of the orange. Great. Angie creeps up behind Mikon, shoots her point blank with her shotgun. We need to say, who is your singles ride or die? Because I forgot to ask that, and mine is Mikon. We gotta save our Mikons out here. I want Mikon to win a singles title. I got Mikon. Toki uses the power of Hydra to put Kaito's campfire out. She says, next time that'll be you. Kaito's confused. Juzo cranks up the heat and changes the arena calendar. On my climate remote to July, can the tribute survive the heat? Azuru can't take the summer heat and dies of heat stroke. Himiko finds a slingshot. How quaint. Might be useful in a pinch, maybe. Maybe. Ruka finds a magnifying glass and the intense summer heat kicks the sun off and sets a fire, which sets a leaf on fire, rather, which sets a tree on fire, which sets a forest on fire, catching the great Gozu. Ibuki, Kaito, Hifumi, and Nekomaru in the inferno. Kori tries to kill Togami, but Togami bribes him. Kori takes the money and then kills Togami. He's got to afford, you know, the house. Houses are expensive. Hifumi's gone. Jotaro's sweating through his clothing. His sweat stains have sweat stains. Seiko cleans up Mikon's rotten corpse. Well, I mean, you know, that's her homie, you know? Sonya is out sunbathing with Hiro, replaces the sunscreen. Goodness gracious, Hiro sneakily replaces it with honey, attracting bears who maul. Gosh, Sonya's gone out of this one. For now. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. Oh goodness gracious. How many people are gone this round? Mondo and Toko take a dip in a lake together. Jack looks for her next victim. Junko finds a rocket launcher, won't be able to use it. Monica dazes Himiko. I'm sorry, Himiko dazes Monica. Disorienting force, Monica's dazed. Celeste sets up a table before grabbing Junko in a headlock. The squad-on-squad violence, I don't love to see it. Celeste then suplexes Junko through a table. Masaru sets up his table before grabbing Kizakura by the throat, then chokeslams. I don't know how you got the height on Kizakura. Maybe you're tall Masaru out here. Slams Kizakura through a table. Tenko's gone. Kokichi has stumbled upon a stray water balloon. Now he can unleash summer-themed chaos on the unsuspecting tributes, or at least he could if he wasn't dead, because Chisa, Celeste, Toko, Kokichi, Masaru, and Kori hide out in a cave, away from the blazing sun. However, it's so hot that the water in the cave quickly boils them all alive. Sorry, Kori. Mukuro steals AV soundboard. Wait, how? I'm using it. Gundam moves around uselessly. Oh dope, Katoko just found a water gun. That tricked out Super Soaker is bound to cause some chaos. Leon doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Goodness gracious. Shuichi picks up what looks neat and cool lying in various places. Hero shoots blast of energy from his hands at Ruka. Ruka's unable to survive the blow, and Maki checks on her demon summoning circle. To her surprise, the demon actually comes out. The demon takes quite the liking to her, decides to help Maki out. Sweet. We lost many more! And how did we lose so many? The climate control remote, which is the most dangerous weapon in Ordeal. undisputed most dangerous weapon in Ordeal. And it's not, it's like, first and foremost, it's a Clair de Lune 4. Mikon, Izuru, the Great Gozu, Ibuki, Kaito, Hifumi, Nekomaru, Togami, Sonya, Junko, Kizakura, Chisa, Celeste, Toko, Kokichi, Masaru, Kori, Ruruka. Yeah, just like that, it's 5 more into your saving grace picks. It's wild, isn't it? That's all I can say. No secret achievements have hit. Do I expect any to hit? I expect at least 1 to hit. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. Now that I'm maybe not 3. But maybe, I don't, okay, so you know, I'm like looking out here, I'm looking and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I think we have to proceed. Some secret achievements could definitely hit. Some of them might have hit already and I haven't seen them. But we gotta proceed. 5 more into your saving grace picks. You know how we get there, we click next round, we go through this bad boy and we see a lot of things unfolding. Mondo's got medieval armor. He is now a knight in his own right. The Archon see great potential in Leon, granting him a cryovision. Seiko finds a belt of Pokeballs. Who knows what could be inside of those? Shuichi looks like he's for stuff to scrounge. He's like, I need things to build. I need things to help me out. I've got 1 win under my belt. I need another one. Jotaro is going to take advantage of this heat and opens a lemonade stand. Angie reloads her shotgun just in case. Gundam attacks Monica from behind, kills her. Kotoko uses a water gun on her guard to water her garden. Good! Dark energy swirls around Hifumi's body, reanimating their corpse. Hifumi's back as a full-fledged ghost. And now the chaos continues. Oh man. Maki polishes her demon's horns. How wholesome. You know what? We do have a real spooky episode, because in this 1 round, we now have ghosts, we have demons, we have zombies, and we have the secret achievement music. Thanks, Mukuro. Kizakura's lifeless body is writhing with maggots. Juzo misses Christmas and sets... Juzo, you gotta set it to like autumn, or spring, or just break it, man. We've seen winter. I'm gonna have to boost, I gotta boost the chance for autumn and spring. I just gotta boost it, because RNG just loves giving you those 2 pretty much back to back. The nuclear waste from the power plant the arena was built on top of that we don't talk about because I will not be liable for that. Reanimates Kokichi's body, zombifying him. Himiko pushes Hiro into an icy lake. Hiro freezes solid, and in a fit of frenzy, Jack creeps up on Jotaro, kills him dead. We still have 12 people remaining. 2 in the other category, we have a zombified Kokichi, and we also now have a ghostly Hifumi. But what else do we have? A Clair de Lune. 4. Monica, Hiro, Jotaro. 12 left. We'll check who's left once we get to your saving grace picks. That being said, if I click next round, we could see like a bunch of people drop. It is winter. We've seen summer. I feel like summer is not, it's not the most chaotic, because I know what the arena remote malfunctioning can do. That's gonna remain at a very low chance. That's gonna remain at a very low chance. I'm okay if that doesn't hit. It's like potentially like a game ender. Yeah, that's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Will we see it? At this point in the game, I hope not. Let's go on though, let's proceed, we'll click next round and we will see 2 more until your saving grace picks. And there we see a whole bunch of people go down. Mukuro and Kotoko throw snowballs at each other. Angie builds a snowman. Mondo feels strong enough to handle anything. Himiko stands atop a tall hill before rolling a snowball down. As it gains in size and speed, it crushes Mondo, Gundam, Angie, Juzo, and Leon in its path. Are you kidding me? Shuichi just found a flamethrower. See if anyone gets in his way now. Jack. Her frenzy finally dies down. Kotoko's found a table? Hopefully no one goes through it. Seiko tosses out a Pokeball and out comes Halucha, who uses Flying Crush, crushing Mukuro. Maki sobs quietly, and here we see it for the very first time. Hifumi has found the corpse of Junko in Oshima and possesses it? Hifumi is now in control of Junko's body, giving up his own incorporeal body. And just like that, Junko is the first ever tribute to be possessed in the Hunger Games. And you know what that means. Well, you don't know what that means, but as I think actually for the first time, because we didn't bring it up the last time, for the first time in singles action, we can bring up the bracket. Getting possessed by another tribute was indeed a secret achievement. And who else but Junko and Oshima? Cheers to you, Junko. You earned it. I need to keep this by me because we very well could hit another secret achievement. That being said, we're at your final 7. We gotta check some things out. After this, oh, well, Kokichi's still dangling his rotten limbs. He's a zombie. But we also have a Claire de Lune, the last one, potentially, of the episode 4. Mondo, Gundam, Angie, Juzo, Leon, Mukuro, Hifumi, who's busy possessing a body. Hifumi, quote-unquote dead, but right now, Junko is being possessed by Hifumi with that ghost icon. If Junko wins, Hifumi wins. That's where we are at this point. What does it mean in that case? It means that they share the bracket spot. They don't steal the bracket spot, they share the bracket spot. That being said, Junko's already in the bracket, so Hifumi would get it by himself. But that is what would go on. They would share the spot. Hifumi would be like translucent. That's what kind of went on in my mind. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of interesting. But that is how the ghost can get a win. That is how the ghost can get a win. But will it happen? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's your final 7, so forget about the ghost. We gotta hit your saving grace picks. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have Maki. Don't count her out. She's got no kills to her name, but she's ready to survive this bad boy. Can she do it? She's got a death call on her too. That might be dangerous. Junko, who is currently possessed by Hifumi. Can she win and bring Hifumi to the finale? It's a possibility. I really love the ghost icon. It came out real nice. I need to make a zombie icon for like the zombified players too. And a spare dimension icon for the ones who were caught in the spare dimension. That's probably something I'll handle. I should have a little bit of time this weekend. I think that'll be something I handle this weekend. Just little icons for those things. And just little icons in general, because you know, they are not easy to make because they have to be like 18 pixels by 20 pixels to like fit properly. Without the resize like completely butchering it, but that one turned out well. The rest of your saving grace picks Shuichi. Only have one win to his name, wants to get another one, wants to make it to that finale match. Genocide Jack has held titles before. Can she get on the right track to another one? Himiko, the year of the mage, she's got 6 KOs. She's a dark mage, and she's ready for it. Ready for anything. Kokichi is a zombie. He's technically out, but if he starts to zombify other people, he could get himself a zombie win. But he'd have to be the last person, the last zombie standing. It's a possibility. Seiko trying to earn you guys an immediate fan vote. Trying to earn you guys an immediate fan vote. Will it happen? We'll have to wait and see as we keep on keeping on. Kotoko, 2-time Agent of Chaos, former champion of champions, wants to win this game. Make your saving grace picks. Make them right here, right now. First, second, and third. For first, I gotta take Shuichi. No, I gotta take Himiko. I picked her earlier. She's the year of the mage. I gotta pick Himiko. Get it, Himiko. You get some good justice from yesterday after taking out Sayaka. You get it. Shuichi for second, and for third, give me Hifumi possessing Junko. I want to see that go on because I'm really excited about what this brings to the table. As you can see, anybody can become a ghost now. It's a higher likelihood that goths and dark mages become ghost, and some other one become ghost, but anybody can become a ghost, and Hifumi has become a ghost. Good on him. We'll have to wait and see what unfolds. Those are my saving grace picks. I know you've made yours. And without further ado, these 7 are all caught, standing tall, eye to eye, toe to toe, with the same heartbeat, the same determination as that of a samurai woman. Are you ready? Let's do it. 7 remain, and as we go on, Junko's no longer in this one. Jack's bad brain turns her into a horrible person to deal with. Maki corners Junko with her demon. The demon subsequently mauls Junko. Hifumi possessing her. She is out of this one yet again. Kokichi's body continues to rot. Even as he continues to move, Himiko gathers ammo for her slingshot. Seiko tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Zapdos, who fries Maki alive. And Katoki uses a mysterious gas to knock out Shuichi and Himiko in order to put death collars on them. We had survivors in this one. Jeez Louise, Maki, Shuichi, and Himiko? Now, no longer Maki though, it's a shame. It's very much a shame, and in fact, it's not just a shame. As Shuichi wants to use his flamethrower, he really wants to. It's actually a terrible turnabout for Hifumi, possessing Junko's body. Maki. You do hate to see it. I am glad that we got a possession in here. I am very glad that we got a possession in here. Very glad. Because I'll be frank, didn't expect it to happen. You know, everyone who's been like here for a minute. If this is your first time, welcome. You came for a really fun one. Usually when we up the chances for things and we want to see it happen for the first time for the themed episode, it just don't happen for some reason, and something else just takes a whole bunch of people out. But we did get to see it this time, and we do have your final 5, and they are Kotoko, they are Shuichi, they are Himiko, they are Seiko for the fan vote, and last but not least, we still have Jack. And the 5 of them are all still caught, holding on hope, but still caught in our final 5, what we like to call a crisis of fate. Kotoko, Seiko, Shuichi, Himiko, Jack. Your final 5, we proceed and we see, interesting. Kokichi dangles his withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Kotoko draws a demon summoning circle on the ground. You know, for fun, that demon could come in handy, especially in the final 3. Seiko sends out a Pokeball. Out comes Chimchar, who comes and helps Seiko start a campfire. Jack is looking particularly erratic today. Himiko sneaks up on Shuichi, but Shuichi has known that he was followed by Himiko for ages now, counterattacks and kills Himiko. Maki is now also a zombie, and dark energy swirls around Himiko's body, and she is now a ghost as well. In the final 4, she has perished, but she could come back, possess somebody immediately, and be right back in this action. But the real question is, who would she be trying to share a spot with? I'm uncertain. But we do have to give her a terrible turnabout for Himiko. But let's be honest, she's a ghost. Which, in this particular episode, is extremely powerful. In the very next round, it's kind of likely that she'll possess somebody. It's kind of likely that she'll be like, oh, you know what? I'm taking you. You're possessed. However, it's all a matter of RNG, and we're still caught in a crisis of fate. Shuichi, Jack, Seiko for the fan vote, or Kotoko. Who will it be? Next round. It could end. It does not end, but we do see Seiko tossing out a Pokeball. Out comes Snorlax, who unfortunately flattens Shuichi. Kotoko's being adorable as always. Kokichi's body continues to rot as he continues to move. Maki's dangling those withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Jack looks up at a tree, sees a mistletoe hanging above, and Himiko misses being able to have dinner. We lost another one. It is Seiko, it is Kotoko, and it is Jack. Seiko for the fan vote. Jack for more triumph, or Kotoko to try and be a 2-time champion. Well on her way. She'd have to win this game and get to the finale and win that whole bad boy, but can she do it? I don't know. Shuichi, it's a terrible turnabout for you. Shuichi. Yeah, I'll be frank, I kind of wanted to root for Shuichi. He was almost my ride or die, but I was like, give me Mikon. Give me Mikon, poor Shuichi. Poor gentleman, poor chap. But that brings us to Seiko, Kotoko, and Jack. Or if Himiko decides to possess a dead body, it could be literally anybody else. But it's still a crisis of fate between Seiko, Kotoko, and Jack. But it all could end at a moment's notice. Will it all end in a moment's notice? It does. It does. Himiko decides not to possess. Goodness gracious. Himiko, what did you do? Well, interestingly enough, Himiko kills Kotoko through ghastly means. Kotoko had a horrible feeling in her gut, and you know what? That would be why. Seiko tosses out a Pokeball, and out comes Articuno. Articuno uses Ice Beam, freezing Jack solid. And just like that, she's currently undefeated. Undefeated in singles action. Immediately earning you a fan vote. And so, what can I say? Oh, well, I know what I can say, actually. There's a couple things that I need to say. Technically, I didn't think she was gonna get it, but because she came back as a ghost, getting 7 or more kills in singles action in a singles game, Himiko got 6 while she was alive, then she perished. But getting that last kill, and maybe that's why she did it? Maybe that's why she did it. She was like, I could bring somebody else back, but there's no bet that I could beat Seiko. Taking out Kotoko, earning herself a secret achievement, 7 KOs in a singles game. Shockingly enough, those two are right next to each other. That's nice. Congratulations, Himiko. It is the year of the mage. It's the year of the mage. Go, get him, Himiko. You might end the year as champion. And I think that would be beautiful because this whole year, we were talking about the year of the mage. She started this year with 2 wins in preseason. You could end the year with a championship. I'm rooting for you, Himiko. However, that's not the gist of this game. It's a terrible turnabout for her. Kotoko, Jack. Which means it's been 2 episodes and you already have a fan vote. I'll say it without a doubt that you're a winner. Proving that she is not only the champion, but she deserves to be the champion. If you thought her win was a fluke, no, honey. Think again. She came out on top again. In season 12, the 11th season, she said, singles action, it's my time to shine. She is your winner. She is my janitor. She is the champion. And she is Seiko, earning you a fan vote. What can I say? Other than Seiko is she's already made a name for herself, let's be honest. 3-time tag team champion, this season she became the champion of champions, and this season now she's undefeated in singles action. Himiko had 7 KOs. Good on her. That's all I can say. She came out on top. She was my pick. And you know what? It feels right because she still gets a victory, you know, in that kind of sense. She gets a victory in that way, you know, I like to see that. We got to see the possession happen in action. I was very pleased that it did happen. When I simulated a couple times, one time it didn't happen, I was like, oh, now I gotta up the chances again. Then usually every time it happens like 1 to 5 times. But I am gonna lower it back so it's like, it doesn't happen every single time. But I like it. I've got the rates that I wanted to be at. But we had to boost it for spooky season so you guys could see it unfold. You almost saw Hifumi possess Junko and get the victory, but instead Junko, as we bring up the bracket, gets possessed by Hifumi and earns herself a spot on the bracket. Himiko, 7 KOs, earns herself a spot on the bracket. And you would think that you wouldn't get a fan vote so soon from someone winning twice, but Seiko's pulling off back-to-back wins at the start of a season. Seiko, look at her. She was like, this could have been for the championship, and I would have had to defend in scramble rules, and she would have had to continue going on. And this is where it gets dangerous. If she would have had to continue to go on in this game, and we might just go on, like, look at all this. If she had to continue to go on this game, Himiko could have... If we had kept going... If we had kept going... If this were scramble rules, and we had kept going, Kokichi technically would have had the zombie win. Seiko would have been knocked off the bracket, and she might have lost the title, and Kokichi would have had the zombie win. He's the last physical body standing. Oh, that would have been... That's wild. That's wild. If only he did it in the previous round. He had a chance to do it in this round. If he popped up later than Seiko, bitter here, he would have won. Well, technically he's not the last physical body standing. Maki's also there, and now Seiko's now there as well. But for zombie rules, it's the zombie who got the most, it's either the alpha zombie, in terms of like, whoa, this person was here the whole time, or it's the zombie who got the most turns, which would have been Kokichi in this case, because he got 1 turn. Turned Seiko into a zombie. He'd be the alpha zombie. That's who you claim the alpha zombie status. Did he turn anybody else? I don't think he turned anybody else. I think when I was testing, I'm getting this confused, because when I was testing, Kokichi became a zombie as well. It's just interesting that Kokichi would have gotten a zombie victory. Oh, I'm glad we clicked next round one more time. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then Himiko would have possessed Kizakura. Interesting. Interesting, but we all know, and look how it just changes everything. Kizakura is now the sole survivor. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. But yes. Regardless, that's how all of that works. You get to see a lot of we could see a lot of like potential special victories now, and I love to see that. And you can see now that Kokichi proved that like the zombie victory was possible. All we had to do was click next round one more time. If he did it at the end of that last round, he would have been the last zombie standing, or not the last zombie standing, but our first zombie victor. I'd love to see it at some point. I'd love to see a ghost victory too. I think we're gonna get the ghost victory before we get the zombie victory, but it's RNG, so who knows what's gonna happen. Until next time. Until Thursday for more singles action, and Friday we return to tag team action in Orteal. Or tomorrow for what I think may be the final episode of Persona 5 Royal before we maybe start, Persona 5, what is it called? Is it called Scramble? It's not Scramble. Persona 5, the other one. I'm excited for it. Stay classy. Year of the Zenith. Toon Link. I'ma find him. And I'm gonna put him in timeout. Anomaly, the Anomaly Car, United States, they're taking off. Toodaloo, flight crew. Thanks for watching.